Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Saidatul. In this video, I would like to present my reading report. So, in my video, I would like to report a novel, and the title is A Bend in the River. It's a 1979 by Nobel laureate and Paul. The novel, telling the story of Salim, a merchant in post-colonial middle 20th century Africa, is one of Naples' best-known works and was widely praised. It was shortlisted for the Booker Prize in 1979. In 1998, the Modern Library ranked A Bend in the River at 83 on list of 100 best English language novels of the 20th century. A Bend in the River has also been criticized for a perceived defense of European colonialism in Africa. Salim grows up in a community of Indian tourists on the east coast of Africa. Feeling insecure about his future in East Africa, he buys a business from Nazruddin in a town at a bend in the river, in the heart of Africa. When he moves there, he finds the town described a ghost town, its former European suburb reclaimed by the past, and many of its European vestiges ruined in a rage by the locals in response to their suppression and humiliation during colonial times. All tribal distinctions have become important again. Salim trades in what people in the village need: pencil and paper, pots and pans, other household utensils. Soon he is joined by an assistant, Matthew, who comes from a family of house slaves his family had maintained in the East. One of his steady customers is Zabet, a merchant from a village and a magician too. Zabet has a son, Ferdinand, by a man of another tribe, and asks Salim to help him get educated. Ferdinand attends the local lycée run by Father Huysmans, a Belgian priest who collects African masks and is considered a lover of Africa. Life in the town is slowly improving. Salim's decision to move there seems to be vindicated when he learns that the Indonesian community on the East Coast is being persecuted. But he still does not realize, to his sense of the local Africans, they are monks because they live with the knowledge of man as prey. A rebellion breaks out and the Indian merchants live in fear. White mercenaries appear and destroy others. After peace has returned, Father Heisman goes on a trip. He is killed by unknown assailants and nobody cares. Afterward, his collection of African masks is denounced as affront to African religion. An American visitor pillaged most of the masks and shipped them home as the rotted products of the forest. It now developed into a training center for the region. Government agencies spring up. European salesmen and visitors arrive. Salim friends Mahez and Shwaba become successful with their new big burger franchise. The new army arrive. Horses of ivory and tables of gold, portraits of the presidents and the big men, are displayed everywhere. A new section of town is built, the Stadtgemeinde, to showcase the president's vision of a new Africa. Yeah, buildings are ready. The tractor at the agricultural center never gets put to work, and much of the July falls quickly into repair. Salim calls it a hawk, The domain is soon converted into a university and conference center. Salim is visited by India, who grew up with him on the East Coast, then went to England to study and now has become a lecturer at the new institution. He takes Salim to a party in the domain to meet Fate and Raymond. Raymond had been an advisor and mentor of the president, although he is in charge of the domain. He finds himself outside the center of power. Loyal to the president, he continues to write for him, hoping to be recalled to the capital. Salim, whose experience with women has been limited to prostitutes, is interviewed by Fate, Raymond's much younger wife. Later, after Indah departs with the steamer, Salim and Fate start an adulterous affair right under Raymond's eyes. Eventually, the liaison breaks down, Salim hitting her and spitting on her between the legs. Raymond attempts to please the big men are not successful. Instead, the president publishes a very small briefbook of tongue maxims. Two or three tough to its back. It's tough about 4 or 5 lines long. Like others, Salim is forced to make a piece to book for distribution. The local yacht group displeases the president and denunciates in one of his propaganda speeches. As a result, underground corruption and extortion become more prevalent, and a liberation army from underground that reject the president, his cult of the Black Madonna, his vision of Africa, and want to return to the truthful laws of the ancestors. Salim makes a few way out. He travels to London where he meets Najruddin. Najruddin sold his business to Salim, moved to Uganda, left it because of persecution, moved then to Canada, left it because of its capitalistic rapaciousness, and finally landed in London, where he became a landlord. He laments the lack of security for honest businessmen. There is no safest. Salim became engaged to Najruddin Doctor but soon returned to his base in America. Upon arrival there, he learns that his business has been exploited under the president's new program of radicalism and transferred to a local Theo-time, a state trust. It is ignorant and lazy. Entertain Salim as manager and cover. Salim recognizes that all is lost. He has hidden some ivory on his property, but betrayed by Najri is found out and put in jail. He is presented to the Commissioner Ferdinand, who has moved up in the administration after receiving training in the capital. Ferdinand tells him that there is no safety, no hope, and everybody is in fear of his life. We are going to turn to him, and every man knows this is house bonds. There is no safety. Aku pas pertama di sekerbangan